everyone, it's Barca here and Kimberly.
Hello.
The leads at CarrCARE. We'd like to present to you a little bit about CarrCARE, our mission, our vision, who we are, our introductions, and a little bit about what our company does. We're a corporation, so we have lots of different businesses, lots of projects, and we can't wait to tell you a little bit about them. Who is this Barca character? Barca isn't my real name, actually. It's just my higher self or an imaginary person. It makes me feel motivated and it gives me the vision to continue to work really hard at CarrCARE, helps me get up and keep moving forward and be the boss girl that gets everything at CarrCARE finished and get done really well. So I'd like to introduce our mission now. So I'm going to read it to you. CarrCARE and Companies is dedicated to fostering community, wellness, and growth through comprehensive healthcare services, sustainable real estate development, and impactful social initiatives. We have training programs that enhance the workforce in their education. We give supports to minority groups. We provide general supports for healthcare, and this includes caregiving services, childcare, and senior aid. And then we also have social initiatives that support our local community. We support the south side of Chicago, the Arab community, and the Venezuelan war refugees and Ukrainian war refugees are a big part of our community at CarrCARE. Our mission is to empower individuals and families, particularly women, seniors, and underserved populations by providing access with high-quality healthcare and support services. We have a commitment to innovation, inclusivity, and social impact. We strive to create healthier, more equitable communities for generations currently and for generations. So that's our mission at CarrCARE as a group and a company. But I'd like to talk a little bit about our personal missions at CarrCARE and our own survivor stories. So Kim, what would you say is your personal mission at CarrCARE?
Let's see where to start. Well, my personal mission, what I set out to do every day, is to just be sure that we're building up CarrCARE to be what my sister had set out to make it be, so we can hit that dream goal. That's the first thing. Secondly, we put out fires every day. So I may wake up with one focus to work on Rainbow House and get everything done, but then my sister may need me to change gears and put on a different hat and help her plan an event or something like that for charity, which I've learned more about doing just working through CarrCARE. A lot of things that I have been interested in doing for a long time, whether it be party planning, event planning, real estate, just being a support for another business owner, getting into learning about owning your own business. That's something that I'm, enjoying doing with her as well. But those are kind of like the main key points that I hit on a day-to-day basis. And to me, I'm finally getting to do a lot of the things that I've always talked about doing. She's given me an opportunity to actually experience it. So it's been very, very rewarding for me.
Yeah. And it's been rewarding for me as well, getting to work with my sister. As our past, haven't spent most time together, but since working at CarrCARE, we are inseparable. We work hand in hand, and I felt phenomenal when Kim came onto the team because she was my Sora. And what Sora means to CarrCARE is they take care of everything else. They are the magic that makes it happen. Barca can't do it by herself. She needs a Sora. She needs not just a Sora, but a Kimberly as well. Sora is an imaginary thing that keeps us going. At CarrCARE, it's actually you. You are our Sora. We can't do anything by ourselves. As people, you need support to be able to get things done. So CarrCARE is an immaculate support system. We involve you, our Soras, in our community as well because we know that we can't get the job done without getting support and help. My personal mission and what developed all of CarrCARE started many, many years ago. I was inspired to become a doctor or a scientist because of my personal health journey and my interests in the sciences. It led me to a long academic career from high school, my master's degree in biology, science experiments over the summer, college graduate, and then now medical school. And I've always had this dream of building a hospital, a better system, a better healthcare system than what it's like working together as sisters. People say families shouldn't work together because it can be tense, but what do you think?
I don't think we have that experience. Our dynamic is a little different. Of course, we have a little age difference between us, almost a quarter century, right? Anyways, yeah, it's been nice working with my sister. I have to remember to treat her as my sister and not my baby, because I'm always really protective over her. She's the same age as my children. I've raised children already, and like she said, me working in this type of field was never something that I thought I would be able to do. And I was always either raising the kids, hustle bustle, working in the financial industry, in the tech field. So I was very straightforward, always had my blinders on, and my mind wasn't really open to doing my own business or exploring some of these things that she's teaching me about. So I'm learning every day. So it's been a really good experience working with my sister. She's opened my eyes up to quite a few things that I thought, oh, don't try to do this, try to do it the easy way. But she's not. She's like going head first into making this thing with CarrCARE happen. And even if it's something that we run into a milestone or, a problem with, we figure it out. We do our research and we end up figuring a lot of things out in-house. I have my master's degree as well in information technology and all kinds of certificates and a lot of business project management type field things. And between the both of us, I think our education, our background, our upbringing has really helped us bring this thing together where we shock ourselves sometime at the end of the day that we accomplish things, don't we?
Yeah.
So
sometimes it did it.
Yeah,
it worked.
That part has been rewarding. So no, the tense moments aren't there. I think I like to be supportive to her. She's been supportive to me, and we actually feed off of each other's energy that way. So I think that it's been a great thing. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. One thing that touches my heart about CarrCARE and just being able to work with my family, because I've been able to work with my brother a little bit too. Today it's about Kim and our girl chat. But I just feel the most appreciative and gifted that I can work with my family. I decided to name this company CarrCARE and put my family's name into the company and really put my family's meaning to me in everything that CarrCARE is. All the colors that we use are symbolic of my family members. I use a lot of African American symbolism. I use symbolism from my faith. And I try to bring my father, who's passed away, into some of the mission and the vision and the action and the bylaws that we create and our non-for-profit to make sure everybody is respected, make sure that my values that my family taught me are being withheld in my company. Some things that he taught me about loyalty, finances, respect to your loved ones, and incorporating other people's perspectives. I think basically the root of what I'm trying to say is I try to incorporate someone close to my heart that I've loved and I've lost, and appreciate the people that I have in my family and keep them close in my heart. Even when we're going through technical difficulties all day long, at least we have each other.
Yeah. And my dad was the kind of person who was a very determined person. He was always working himself up. He was always trying to be at the top. He wanted to be the boss. all the time. In any position that he ever got, any company he ever worked for, at the end of the day, he ended up being the boss. But he taught us about time management, again, like she said, loyalty, everything else that she put there. But I think that we also have picked up that trait where we just are always working. We don't know when to shut the clock off. So we have tried to, I think, learn how to relax, which is part of health and stress. And that's another thing that I did not do a lot of, because me being in the financial industry, I'm always working at a fast pace. And one day she just told me, she was like, let's just take the rest of the day off and just go for a walk. And I can't tell you the last time I did that. And although we did finish what we had to do for the day, that walk gave me energy. I wasn't tired or stressed anymore. I actually had a really good sleep that night. So those are kind of the things that I think that I've been learning as well. Not always just a professional project, hitting it, make sure we get our end goal, but just learning more about each other, like say being family. I think that's really important. So as adults now that we're both adults, we're getting to learn a lot more about each other instead of being, trying to be the mother, daughter, older sister.
Some respect for one another and equality and understanding.
Yep.
The next thing I wanted to talk about was just kind of how we get through the stress at CarrCARE, which Kim was kind of mentioning a little bit, that we just get through it every day with, what would you say, these moments of peace I put in the schedule for CarrCARE. So we have, at least we try to do, meditation Mondays, taking a moment, send a text message just to have a quiet moment.
Yeah.
We do those sometimes. Sometimes we forget in the hustle bustle, but we try. Our Wednesday walks with music. I always gift headphones to CarrCARE people so you can be immersed in your playlist and go on a walk and just escape.
Yep, those remedies help. We also haven't even mentioned, we are very focused on health and eating better, exercise, things like that. We kind of give each other advice. She teaches me some more modern ways to do things, and of course I have some old school ways that we do things, and then we find that we incorporate it together. Sometimes we come up with something new, but at the end of the day, we're very conscious of how each other's, how we feel, and we can kind of, she can tell from my voice almost, what's wrong, what you need help with something, and then I'm kind of the same way with her. And I think that's how we've been dealing with the stressful situations day to day. She also has put together a great team. They're not here with us because it was Girl Chat Sister Talk, but the people that she has been bringing around to support us, I also lean on them, and they're there to help us out. So all of these things coming together has made it where we can get through the stressful times pretty good, and it doesn't really detour the end goal. Like we're still making things happen, despite the fact that there's always going to be problems, but we most of the time hit our goals, and I like that part.
Yeah. We try to mix in the fun. I try to have as much balance I can with work. Something that I learned as a medical student was actually I score better academically. I feel better holistically when I get myself balance and rest and are not just working 24/7. But yeah, that Al in us, that Al character just has no shutdown. We're workaholics. That's what I call in CarrCARE. There's an Al character. It represents my grandfather, brother, and father, the three.
Yep. And everyone, even with my grandfather, I spent a lot of time with him.
Yeah.
And he was the same way. He was a hard worker. He always wanted to make sure he was the boss as well. And he just was a stickler for time and, like you say, loyalty and discipline. I know that a lot of times that word is left out, and there's a lot of discipline within CarrCARE where we take things very seriously, from the people that we hire and things that we ask people to do for us. We want it to be done right, but we want it to be done respectfully, and we need it done on time, and that's when discipline comes in a lot. So I think all of our team members, we have a lot of discipline to ourselves and to the company.
I don't even want to go through our next question because I just wanted to talk about how the team supports us, but we've kind of discussed that. Yeah, we're just like breezing through. We're flowing really nice. Ooh, this is a good one. Okay, this is a good one for you. Okay, so what is your favorite part about the virtual interaction of CarrCARE? What do you think about that? All the virtual stuff.
Well, I became a stickler for the virtual stuff during COVID, of course. I was working full time in the office every day. And all of a sudden we had to work from home. And this when the Zoom and all of these different things started happening. And I'll tell you, I was not on board at first. But over the years, I love it. It gives me a lot of freedom to work and get my projects done, especially when I was still doing my full-time stuff at corporate. I actually got way more work done, did way more production than I would have if I was in the office. And so now that I've become so accustomed to it and I'm working with Alana, even this is my first time doing a podcast, which I'm actually really enjoying this. Like I said, she's given me all of these new experiences. And just doing the meetings, we get to work with people all over the world. I've met some people on a team that I probably wouldn't have met if there wasn't the technology out there that we can actually work from home and do things on our computers and phones and things like that. And she's been reaching out to different communities, different countries, finding people to give them a chance to add to our, company with their skill set. And it's been really, really rewarding for me. I think I like it. The virtual aspect I think it's helped us grow. I think if we were in a brick and mortar shop and just trying to do everything the way people used to do, the old fashioned way, we probably would be 50% behind where we are now. So it's been really good for us, the virtual part.
Yeah, just as far and as like the teamwork part, I can't get things done. Me as the president of the non-for-profit, I can't get things completely done without Tife. My Tife in Nigeria, that's how we get stuff done.
She's always available.
Yeah.
And just a good example, the Chicago Marathon was in our area just recently, and they actually did the marathon on her block. So it didn't stop us from working that day because we have all of our tools available and websites set up where we can share information that we're working on and we can see each other on camera. So we just work right through the day. Yeah. It didn't stop anything, but
the time zones don't even stop us because our brand team is from Austria, who coordinates with Tife in Nigeria, who coordinates with Anastasia here in Chicago, and we get it all done. Nothing stops us. Because we have a really excellent team, no matter how far away that we are, thanks to technology.
Yes.
Everybody's a Google Meet away, honestly. Right. What are your favorite projects at CarrCARE? Like, what projects do you work on?
Event planning, but I'm nowhere near ready to take that on as a full-time professional thing, but that was one of my dreams at one point, to be an event planner, maybe in my retirement. Secondly is the real estate portion of things, shopping and looking around for new properties for CarrCARE, just putting some visions together on maybe the type of properties that we need to own, but I enjoy that shopping part, the real estate thing, that shopping process. I love it. Working on Rainbow House has been very rewarding, just seeing the change of where it's been, and every time we do a new project and it completes, it's just a satisfaction to see that it's looking better and better every day. So I think those are the things that I enjoy the most, like the real estate and the event planning.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I didn't really know that all the event planning was something you wanted to do when you retired. Yeah. I thought about it.
Actually, again, I'm learning so much more about modern technology, the podcast thing, just being here in this studio. This is my first time being in an event space like this. I had an idea like this a while ago to come up with something like that. I was talking to Taylor about it, my daughter, and mentioning, like, we have all these properties, like you can buy something and do something like this. And now that I see it, I'm like, oh, I missed out on that idea. I should have saw it through. So I'm learning how to follow through on my ideas and my dreams more, working with my sister and being at CarrCARE instead of coming up with these ideas and say, oh, that's not going to work, and don't even try it. So it's made me be a little more ambitious, I think.
Oh,
yeah.
That's excellent. I like being able to see that in my big sister.
Yeah. Like baking, you got me to try to bake cookies. I cook a lot, and I can cook pretty much anything, but I don't like to bake. So she's made me be adventurous there too.
Okay, the first time where I needed baking soda and baking powder, and Kim was like, huh? So, but we got it done, and we have amazing CarrCARE cookies now. We did it together.
Yep, it worked out. That whole situation was, again, something new for me. So those are the things that I'm enjoying doing with CarrCARE.
We keep talking about survivor story. What does survivor story mean to you? Because I know what it means to me.
Yep. In our stories are very different. You had other challenges that I didn't have. Some of my survivor story to me is just me being who I am today. When I was born, some of the things that I went through growing up as a child, I may not have had medical issues, but I had other things going on that were like big roadblocks to keep me from being successful as an adult. And I somehow persevered through and didn't succumb under peer pressure. I wasn't distracted by the wrong people. And it may have been some little guardian angels, some cars up there in heaven looking out for me a few times that helped me skate past some things. But outside of that, I managed to finish school. I managed to raise my children, which they're all grown now. I have a very good career. And just thinking about what I have gone through from adolescent all the way up until now, my adult years, being a grandmother and having to be able to do this, being able to live and do the things that I need to do on a daily basis, I feel like that's my survivor story. Just being a mom and being married for 20 years, that was a task. But I did it. So yes, I've had a lot of different chapters in my life. And I think that all of them have had turmoil, but they ended up doing something positive or making me a better person. And that's how I feel about my survivor story.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think Baraka will share her survivor story another time. I think we're wrapping up, and I want to keep the focus on Kim today in our interview. What are some of the services that you're looking forward to that we haven't launched quite yet? Maybe some teasers we could give that you can think about.
Let's see.
Because there's a lot going on other than the Rainbow House.
There is, and you have a lot of ideas. The beauty parlor idea, making people feel good and feel healthy just because their hair is done nice, get to look at themselves in a different light. Beauty is important. It's just like exercise and everything else. It gives people confidence. It makes them want to go out and go for job interviews or go to their appointments and know that they look good. If you look good, you feel good. And I like that part of it, the beauty parlor idea.
Yeah.
We had even thought about maybe doing a book reading type facility, little coffee tea shop, and have book clubs.
It's important not to forget the healthcare piece. All about CarrCARE is right now about lifestyle and wellness, but I've developed everything to improve your health and wellness and longevity of life. Yeah. There's ways that you can support yourself by what you eat, how you take care of your bodies, all of these things. And then it's important to not just have them in your personal life, doing your self-care. But your self-care should also happen in work.
Yes.
And I've made sure that we put that in every piece. And the team is doing a really good job to keep all of those goals and morals in place.
Right. I agree.
So thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining us and listening to Alana and Kimberly today. We look forward to seeing you at our next podcast. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for listening to my story.